Warning, the following episode of the Blackwell podcast contains spoilers from all episodes of Life is Strange.
Hi, welcome to the Blackwell podcast, where we love Life is Strange more than that feeling where you don't get to kiss Warren in episode 5. I'm Jamie, obviously joined here by Jess and Joey. And we are going to be talking about Warren. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. Yes, because Jess is like obsessed with Warren. And I'm going to try my best to kind of hold back on all the mean humor about him.
You better.
We'll try. And we will make quite a few announcements towards the end of the show after the Everyday Heroes, so yeah. Okay, so we've got to get cracking, eh? Okay then. Right then, so
we should start off with what Warren means. In historical British, Warren means a plot of land used for breeding animals, most specifically rabbits. So, just let that one sink in.
Rabbits, Kate.
I think he means dirt.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know, I kind of ship Warren and Kate in a way, but
I could see that.
Yeah, right? That. Like, only because you like Max and Chloe.
Just as long as he doesn't, try to pressure Max anymore.
I probably ship Mark and Jefferson more than I ship Max and Warren, to be honest.
Wait, what?
I'd probably ship Max and Jefferson more than Max and Warren.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right, let's start this. So basically his background, he's 16, right? And he's mainly of like the field of science in Blackwell. And yeah, he wants Max. Straight up.
Yeah, so he is very academically gifted, especially in the science field. He's apparently quite the protege at that. Or not protege, but prodigy. What a good start. So we kind of see that, he's not an idiot, and he is just 16. So I want to preface everything that I say for the rest of this episode with, like, I understand that. And that'll make sense as we go on, but...
What?
It'll make sense as we go on.
Okay.
Yeah. We're taking his age into consideration.
Right.
For later on. Boy, so when you basically first encounter him is through a text message.
Right.
Which, his texts just annoy me.
Hey, Max. Let's go ape.
I think it's mainly because of how frequent he does it in such a short time span. Like, hey, you getting these? Please help me. And
yeah, there's like and that's one reason why people don't like him, and people, I won't say don't like him, but people have against him what they have against him is because he's just like incessant and, I don't know, almost like obsessive about it. But okay, I need to stop trying to be so negative on him, because I need to try and be objective here.
he has decent hair. That's the only thing.
He has amazing hair.
Decent.
Amazing. This is how the whole podcast episode is going to go.
It's just...
All right, night, guys.
All right.
So, yes, we get text messages from him. He is asking for his flash drive back.
And yeah, it's basically his movies on there.
Right.
As well as a secret folder we will never get access to whatsoever, but
think I have an idea of what's on that folder.
What? I think so too, because it's heavily hinted at. But why? Like, why would you leave that? Like, hey, let me give this girl that I'm trying to woo here this flash drive.
All right, let's say it on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Pictures of Max.
Oh.
What did you think?
Another thing that starts with P.
Poems.
Poems. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Sure.
Love poems.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's focus here.
Okay, so probably the best way, like, you can pretty much describe the relationship between Max and Warren is the first interaction that you have with him in person.
Mm-hmm.
Where he just goes for the straight hug and Max just hands the flash drive to him. You can just see, like, if you've seen The Simpsons when Ralph goes on a date with Lisa and, like, Bart says, you know, you can tell by the moment where his heart breaks. I think that's what you can do with Warren.
Oh my god.
So needless to say, Warren is enamored with Max, and Max is maybe reciprocating. It depends on how you play it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, if you, especially like, I mean, you have to really try to go the Warren route, because a lot of the in-game stuff is kind of just, it's like, I don't really know about this Warren guy type thing, unless you like actively pursue him.
Right.
Which about 90% of us didn't.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, when you meet up with him, we're basically talking about, you know, about a drive-in theater.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that he's kind of teasing out in his new car.
Right.
Which Max is like, I don't want to talk about it, you know, something's happening. Like, come on, Max, tell me. I want to know all your little secrets.
What's interesting to me, and you know, maybe this is a bit of an oversight, is when you first get your license, you have like a provisional license. So I don't know. Well, okay, I guess you could say you have it for like the first half a year when you're 16. So maybe he's, you know, will turn 17 soon.
Right.
So maybe that's okay. Yeah, he'll be turning 17 like a month after the game takes place, so
Oh, okay.
that makes sense then. Never mind.
Whoops. Yeah, but yeah, when you kind of hand him the flash drive and you're kind of talking to him, Nathan appears, starts giving crap to Max, but then Warren's like, hey, you know, leave her alone.
Mm-hmm.
And probably my favorite moment of episode 1 happens when Nathan just headbutts him and Warren falls on the floor crying.
Oh my god, please.
Alright, I'll continue. Basically, you know, left hook, right hook. And that's how, you know, Warren got his black eye.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, Warren does kind of save the day a little bit there.
Yep.
And
he gets revenge on Nathan in episode 4, right?
Yeah. And then he completely ruins it by trying to use that to pressure Max into going on a date with him, but we'll leave that when we get there.
He should just go out with Kate. He's too good for Max.
Stella.
Mm-mm.
Him and Brooke are a good fit, I think. I think should just go with that, even though Brooke is just like, well, okay, I guess I'll
She's a bitch, though. I mean, she's kind of mean, though.
She's,
all right.
Not nice.
Yeah.
Well, to Max, because she's jealous of...
But still, that's mean.
I think it's a good fit for Warren.
Okay. Well, yeah, because they both like science and they're good at it, so I can see why.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Anyway, so yeah, basically, pretty much. I guess you don't really get to see much of Warren at all, right? I mean, the majority is just free text.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's essentially like when you give him the flash drive back in the science classroom. There's maybe only like 5 or 6 times that you actually see him in person, I think.
Yeah.
But again, there's a lot of like, I guess, behind the scenes interactions you can do, and a lot of like text message stuff to get Warren's character. He is a pretty prominent character in the game, despite his little appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell he's recurring because he keeps on recurring in Mac's text messages. And I'm just gonna say, I'm replaying the game at the moment. I'm on episode 4. The only text message I've ever read from Warren is the one that the game forces you to read at the very beginning. Haven't read any since.
Oh my god.
Gotta save yourself some hassle,
Right, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess that's it, right? From episode 1 standards.
I think so, yeah. Because I mean, he sends you the picture of his black eye, where he says, Max owes him. Max agrees that she does owe him. Yeah, that's pretty much it for episode 1.
And episode 2, it's got a bit more choice when it's around Warren. Probably my favorite appearance from Warren is at the very beginning of episode 2, where you get to see him outside of your bedroom window, just peeping through.
Yeah.
So romantic.
I guess like perception is 100% of.
Take notes, boys. I'm kidding.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't, no. But still, you really get to see him. Well, I guess he does kind of try and help Max, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like between episode 1 and 2 by sending like messages of like different theories about time travel.
Right.
All that stuff. Which is somewhat nice of him, I'll give him that.
I mean, yeah, he does help out as much as he can, and also he tells you, this is jumping ahead in episode 4, he tells you, or 3, tells you how to make the bomb, so he is helpful.
Right.
And, yeah, you gotta meet him outside the dorms.
Right.
And he basically asks you the most important question that he will ever ask. Do you want to go wait with him? What did you guys choose?
Do you even have to ask?
No,
yeah, do you?
Then, Joey?
That's kind of a rhetorical question for all of us, but
Yeah.
I think the first time I actually accepted.
Really?
Yeah, I think my initial playthrough, I was like, okay,
Why not?
I'll go see this movie with him. You can throw the guy a bone.
You're all animals. I will admit, though, during my very first playthrough of episode 2, I did accept.
Ha!
But when I replayed the game through its entirety, I basically declined, and I felt happy about myself.
All right.
But,
I guess, like, coming from my own standpoint, even though this is like a complete like gender reversal or whatever, like sometimes I always feel like it's just easier to say yes than try to come up with a reason to not do something. So I've like done a lot of crap just out of my own like anxiety of talking to people. So I'm just like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I hate it. So maybe that was why I said that I'll go ape with Warren. Or I had Max say it.
I mean, I think the big factor when that kind of made me change my mind, I'm jumping again forward into episode 3, is when you're talking to the phone, talking on the phone with Warren, and he says, yeah, I'm looking forward, for going ape with you. The look of disappointment in Chloe, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
No, she's straight.
Yeah, because if recurring listeners might know that I'm Chloe Price and Kate Mosh trash, so yeah.
Not together.
No, not together.
I was gonna say.
Respectively. Trash for each.
Yeah. But still, I think episode 2, the next time you see Warren, is in the science classroom, if I'm right?
Yeah.
Where you gotta help him out with his science experiment, and, you know, you can... Actually, it can work out in about 4 different ways, right? You can either choose potassium, or,
Sodium?
sodium, yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning, you know, and says, oh, that isn't right. Go talk to Miss Grant, and you get chlorine. But you also get the option of lots of potassium, because it'll blow up, you know. Yeah, will blow up. And, so yeah, I chose lots of potassium.
I helped him out my first playthrough. This was before I developed such strong feelings against Warren.
Mm-hmm.
This was where they were budding, and I was like, oh, I'm still going to give this guy, you know, I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to be a jerk to him.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I helped him out was for the optional photo, though.
But I helped him out and didn't rewind.
Have you ever basically chose lots of potassium, rewound, then chose lots of potassium again?
Oh my god.
No. But it is interesting. It is interesting if you choose lots of potassium and don't rewind. When he comes into the classroom, right before the bell rings, his face is all like smoked up. So that's a nice little continuity thing there. I appreciated that. So it's almost worth being a jerk to him just for that. And I'm trying to be fair here.
It's totally worth it. Totally.
Oh my god, I hate you.
I know. It's part of the job. So, yeah. I mean, I guess when we go to the girls' dorm to kind of try and help Kate, at the very bottom, you know, where everyone is, isn't Warren, like, holding Alyssa?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like comforting her.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
I mean...
Well, they're friends, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's not explicitly stated, but I mean, there's a little, I'm pretty sure there's, you know, mentions of them all being friends. Warren and Alyssa and Brooke and Alyssa and Kate and all that.
Yeah, because I know Alyssa, Kate, and Stella are friends. And Warren knows Kate, so Warren must know Alyssa.
Right.
You know, to talk.
And obviously, they're somewhat friends because he was the shoulder for Alyssa to cry on.
Right.
When he was looking for Max. So, yeah. Then, after you save or let Kate die, preferably please save Kate, please.
Yeah.
Basically you have a somewhat touching scene at the end with Warren and Max.
Right. Yeah, so Warren moves in to, you know, essentially hug up to Max, you know, because she's kind of shivering, I guess, or something, or was like, this is a good chance to make my move. But to be fair, Max does like then lay her head on his shoulder, sort of. So, when that happened, though, I was kind of like, I don't know if I wanted that. But you don't get a choice. That happens.
Too sad.
But you could see that as a friendly gesture. I see that as a friendly gesture. I had no problem with that in a platonic sense. So, and that's brings us into episode 3.
Woo. And yeah, we pretty much already touched about most of episode 3, right? Around Warren.
Correct.
But you gotta help him with, he helps her with the pipe bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the only thing that we didn't touch on is changing Warren's grade.
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can.
What did you guys do?
I didn't know. I just
Jess?
seen. Oh, this one paper. Okay, just walk on.
I didn't know idea. I had no idea. I didn't pay attention to that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I was distracted by the fish.
I didn't even know that was an option. Like, you could change Warren's grade? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give him a better grade.
What? Doesn't he already have, like, straight A's? Why would he need a better grade?
He had a B-, if I remember.
Oh,
If you give him, I think if you give him the just like straight potassium, like the extra potassium, and it blows up, and you don't change it, he gets a B-. And I think if you, I could be wrong. I
that's
could be
why.
wrong. I think if you help him out, he has an A-, and then you can change it to an A+.
Okay.
But either way, you can change it to an A. You can change it to like a higher,
A better grade, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or you can just leave it B. In my initial playthrough, I changed it.
I didn't even know that was an option. What the heck?
Pay attention to the things, Jess.
I'm sorry. I don't take, like, half the pictures. I don't know. I don't catch the little details
And
sometimes.
you're supposed to care about Warren.
I do care
How would
about
he
Warren.
feel?
Yeah,
I don't
how do you
He would
think?
have cared. He wouldn't have
Well, he
cared.
doesn't know, so.
Yeah, he'll never know. You know?
Right. Episode 4. Well, kind of episode 3, kind of, but in the alternate timeline. Warren's going out with Stella.
Much to the disdain of Jess, apparently.
I don't like her. I don't know why. I don't know. She's okay.
It is weird. It is weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think knowing that she has the hots for Jefferson just kind of breaks it for me. Just like
I like her better than Brooke, though, that's for sure. And Alyssa. Still.
Apparently, in unused audio, so should say for about the next like 5 to 10 seconds, cover your ears if you don't want to hear about unused audio. In unused audio in the alternate reality, alternate timeline, I should say. Keep closing your ears, folks. Warren says that Max is weird and a freak or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently it was in the unused audio.
No way.
There's a lot of files, so if you find it, let us know.
What?
Yeah. So, okay. You guys can.
Sorry to destroy you, Jess.
Open your ears. Uncover your ears.
Uncover your ears. Come back to us.
Earmuffs
Alrighty.
off.
So, when you meet Warren in the boys' dorm, there's kind of an option before you go into Nathan's room where you get to change his whiteboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I mean, I've seen what you can change it to. It's just, I know I like puns and everything, but I cringed on that one.
Because it was Warren.
No. Well, yeah, knowing that it was Warren and knowing that Chloe was around the corner.
Oh yeah. So here's why I did it, because I did write it on there, and then afterward I see it, I didn't rewind it because I thought, okay, this is gonna make him feel good, but he won't necessarily know that it's from Max. So I'm all about that. Like I'm all about not like pushing Max and Warren together, but I mean I don't want the guy to feel bad.
Yeah.
I would love to come back to my dorm and have a note like that.
It was from Nathan.
Yeah. I mean, that would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so... But it was pretty much confirmed that the person who left basically the harsh message of Warren on the door was Nathan, right? Because it looked really similar to what Nathan left on Max's bed if you really angered him.
Yeah.
In like the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
what happens next with Warren is probably what I want to talk about the most.
yeah.
In talking about Warren. So the next time we see him, or I guess the next even interaction with him, is when Nathan, confronts Max and Chloe and pulls a gun, and Warren comes to the rescue.
He did. I will give him. He did have some. He must have, like seen. Oh no, Max is in danger. Time for round 2. Ding ding. So
I don't know. I gotta give the kid props. Seeing somebody pull a gun on someone else, and he was able to like disarm Nathan and stuff like that. Like, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I'll give credit where credit's due.
Yeah. So yeah, you basically have an option to basically intervene with Warren or not.
Right. What did you guys do?
I didn't. Because
yeah.
I hated Nathan.
Yeah.
For my first playthrough, I was like, nope, he's not getting away with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I just watched.
Yeah, first playthrough I just kind of let it happen, but the second one I was like, well, now I know what happens, so I mean, I'd go back and stop, because I'd just feel so bad,
Right.
Yeah,
I stopped him.
I mean, either way, he doesn't come back, like right then, so what does it really matter?
Well, Nathan never comes back, does he?
Yeah, true.
But here's the thing, too, like, if you don't stop him and you hang around, while Nathan is writhing on the floor, you kind of hear him like weeping, like talking about how everybody hates him and how he kind of just hates himself. And I don't know, like, that plays into the whole like Nathan being one of the most tragic characters in the game, really.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know about that until my second playthrough, when I chose to not intervene, and then I heard that and rewound, and because I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my initial playthrough, I stopped Warren, and I didn't rewind or anything. Like, I was just like, yeah, it's not fitting for Warren. Like, for one, like, and I've talked about this a little bit before, but it's completely out of character for Warren, and
yeah, it's out of character for Warren to fight back and just let himself get beaten up.
No, I'm talking like it's out of character for Warren to like to be so brutal.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think it's probably because I'm not speaking from personal experience, because I have heard of cases when basically kids stand up against bullies and they just let it all out. Because there was a viral video a few years ago in Australia where the kid was getting bullied and he just went to town on this guy, and he got major props for it. Like, major respect. But since it's Warren, I'll let it slide.
I don't know. Violence begets violence, and while it's perfectly acceptable to defend yourself or defend those that you care about, it's
if you kind of go crazy, right?
You can take it too far.
Yeah, for sure. And
then that, I don't know. I don't believe in like karma or anything like that, but it's still like I'm gonna drop some bombs here, some philosophical bombs. You only have so much energy in life to put towards your actions and all that. So you need to kind of choose your actions wisely. And if you put all of your energy into just doing these like brutal and unnecessary things and all that, I mean, I'm not saying that the universe will find a way to like make you suffer or make you pay for what you've done, or any divine retribution or anything like that, but you've still wasted you've wasted your finite energy, you've wasted like your finite time doing these things, and like it's not good for your own self. It's not good for your own self-being. And, hopping down off that soapbox, going back to my original thing, is it's just not in Warren's nature. It's not for him to be that brutal. And extrapolating that, as I like to do with characters, is like, because I don't know, if I spent as much time and energy in my personal life as I did thinking about fictional characters, I'd probably be quite successful by now. Extrapolating that, I just imagine Warren would feel absolutely god-awful about himself later down the road. And though I don't particularly care for Warren, I still don't think that, he deserves that.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm like a brutal character. I mean, a brutal person. But I don't know. I just felt like for my first playthrough, I felt like it was very much deserved, and I just felt like, I mean, he got revenge on what, I mean, not, I feel like it's a little bit too far, but also at the same time, I kind of felt satisfied in sticking in Warren sticking him up for himself, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I agree. It's definitely not in his character, and he's not like that. Like he shouldn't be like that. But I mean, he did stick up for Max and Chloe, which was, awesome.
If my whole point is, if I made you feel bad about not intervening with Warren, then I did my job. I'm just kidding. That's just my.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll intervene.
Maybe.
We all know that you're just a heartless animal, Jamie.
Well, we have established that, and I will try and keep the tradition, so... Alrighty then. So yeah.
We don't see him again until the party, right?
Wait. He's drunk, I guess. Well, lightweight.
Yeah.
Buzzed.
Okay. Here's another important question I have for you guys. Do you think he was drugged? Do you think he drank more than half a beer? Or do you think he's just, like, the fact that he's 16 years old and skinny little nerdy guy, like, probably one of his first drinks? Do you think that he was just buzzed off of the beer or drunk off of the beer?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to think actually because no one would get drunk from half a beer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if you like just got done running, like, I don't know, like a 5K, and you hadn't really eaten for a few hours, and maybe you would feel, but you wouldn't be like drunk. You wouldn't be like Warren was.
Honestly, I have no idea because I've never had alcohol in my entire life, and I can't. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel like he maybe was just exaggerating. I feel like he was drunk.
Just to kind of get like Max's attention.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he really did have more than one, and he was just saying he just had half of one.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think he was drugged.
80 points from Max.
Yeah,
My initial thought was, first of all, he's lying about just having half a beer. And then my second thought was, yeah, he's just exaggerating the effects. Like, if you've never, like, if it's your first, or like just you're a kid and you're having alcohol for the first time and all that, you have like a sip and you're like, guys, I'm so wasted. Because you think that's how you're supposed to act, because that's how you see everybody act. Like, and so that was my second thought. And then my third thought was, wait, was he drugged? Maybe he was drugged.
Honestly, I think he had more than half a beer because knowing his character, he is thirsty. So,
Oh my god! Wait.
I've been saving that for a week, and I've just been preparing myself at this moment. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he was kind of, if he was pretending, right, it was more likely to help get Max into his dorm room or something. If he's like that. Just to seem cool.
Just to see cool. I don't think it was anything, I think it was innocuous. I just think that it was like, if he was, it was just to seem cool. He just wanted to seem cool. If he was lying about it and wasn't drugged.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm just still thinking. But the good thing is, about that moment in the game, you take a picture with Warren, which, without it, Max would be screwed. Chloe would still be dead. So yeah, like, you talk to Warren after you get out of the dark room in episode 5, saying, you still have the photo? And it's like, yeah, why? I need it. Okay.
Thank God he still had it.
Of course he had it, he's Warren. He'll have anything that, Max was involved. So basically you make your way to the two wells, like, da 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 da. Oh, hey Warren. And basically, you tell him about, oh, I have these abilities, and it's like, okay. I can't believe he basically said to Max, I believe you.
Mm.
I was thinking in my head, right, that Warren was thinking Max was crazy. Just like the sooner that Max got away, the better, or something like that. But then that's just, I'm looking for the best case scenario.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
I think if I were in that position and, this person that I felt extremely close to came up to me, and when I say in this position, I mean bunkered down while this huge raging storm was going on outside, and someone came up to me and was like, so this is my fault because I have time travel powers. I would be just, why the heck not? Okay, yeah, I believe you, because I have absolutely no other way of understanding why this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So sure, let's go down that rabbit hole.
Field. Maybe it's Maybelline.
So, anyway, you get the picture from Warren, and he tells you that, you shouldn't use it because he essentially says, like, you using your time powers is what has caused this. And then he gives this kind of, like, pretty weak, like, explanation of why this is happening. He's like, it's like chaos theory or whatever. I don't know. It's pretty much what he says.
Or it's just a regular, old tornado.
I mean, it could be once every 20 years, so...
Right? Could be that 20th year.
Woo. And yeah.
So then, you get the picture from him and you have the option to hug him. If you played your cards right, then you get to kiss him. Huh?
Yeah.
Leave.
Yeah.
And, or you can just leave.
Leave.
Kiss him.
I had the option to kiss him, but I hugged him. I wasn't about that life.
Anyways,
Wait, don't you want to hear what I did?
Yeah, let's see what you did. Please, because I can't imagine what you did.
Kissed him. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, you guys are gonna be surprised. When I first played it, I was a hardcore price wheel chipper, so I just hugged him. But then I kind of went back, and I was curious to see what it would be like to kiss him, so I kissed him because I like him. But personally, I think Max is fine with Chloe, so I think Warren's good with Kate. So I don't know.
Okay, so.
You guys are
in this episode, we have devolved into just shipping and all that nonsense. It's not nonsense. I don't want to offend anybody.
Grahamfield is nonsense. So anyway, I left.
I'm sure you did.
And I did. I left Warren behind. But I was curious what would happen if I kissed him.
Mm-hmm.
I did. But then I rewound and left again because I don't want Max to have cooties.
Oh my god.
So
the mature approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
It's the best way. Best way to look at things.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Max is waiting till marriage.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
It does, yeah. Just wait 2 years. Max and Chloe.
What?
If they survive that long.
Wait till marriage.
Yeah.
And she's dating a girl. Explain that logic to me.
2015 was a great year for marriage equality, Jess.
No, I know it was, but if she's gonna wait till marriage, that just it doesn't make sense.
Neither does Grahamfield. Anyway.
Oh my god. I'm just like, you're destroying me. I need to come up with something.
Just like the tornado destroyed Warren.
Oh my
Anyway,
god. Unless you saved Arcadia Bay over the bay.
See, I don't know. I don't think Warren was killed. I know there's the pictures of the car and the covered up body.
might be fine.
Right.
But I guess that's the great thing about that ending. Yeah, it's presumed, but I don't think so because I think he would have been okay in the diner.
He's smarter.
Almost everyone is presumed dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he was alright in the diner, right? Okay, hear me out on this.
Okay.
So Max went through the Polaroid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she basically went to hang out with Chloe that night. So, if I remember correctly, Max was not there to save Evan, Alyssa, the fisherman, the trucker, and everyone in the two whales by putting sand on the gasoline.
Right.
Meaning the two whales blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but if you look at the diner when you drive through, I don't recall seeing any explosion marks or anything.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And the damage that it does would definitely leave some visible evidence.
I feel like that only happened because you were there, you know?
Right.
If that makes any sense.
I guess it does to some degree.
I mean, it's a hard sell, sure. There's like a lot of but that's the purposeful ambiguity of that ending is to make you really think about how you feel, I don't know, head canon or what have you.
All right, so guess the last time you see him is not really Warren, right? It's more of the nightmare Warren.
Right.
Oh boy, it kind of confirmed my theories about what Max thought of Warren, in a sort of sense when he's saying, "Ape, ape, ape, who wants to go ape?"
But Chloe's also in that nightmare too.
But she's defending Max.
Not to the end.
Yeah, no, she's in the nightmare part where she's kissing him and everything, you know?
Oh yeah, I remember that because I was burying it in my memory because I didn't want to remember it. Thanks, Jess.
It's repressed.
Mm-hmm.
I gag every single time I think of that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you get the thing with
Everybody she cares about except for Nathan and Jefferson, and I guess you could say Principal Wells to an extent, are all saying, everybody in her life is saying bad things about her. Regardless of if she cared about them, if she didn't care about them, everybody is there saying horrible things about her. So, and
I think it's well played if in fact it was intentional, and I think it was because I personally find the writing and the game development and a lot of the subtler things extremely well done in this game. That's one of the reasons I love it. And I know people don't feel the same, and that's fine if you don't. I'm not saying come at me, but if you want to,
come at him.
I'll tell you what's up. No, so I if you look at it from just a a plot development type thing, it's putting you in the mindset. It's it's showing you both sides of why you should and why you shouldn't pick each ending, right? Mm-hmm. And so by showing you all these fears that Max has of all the male figures in her life, it's kind of putting you in that. It's kind of putting you on tilt. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use. So it's putting you. It's making you kind of against these people, right? So you're gonna that's true. These people are kind of pressuring Max into do this stuff that she doesn't want to do, kind of pressuring me into doing this stuff as the player. So when you get to that ending, it makes it a little bit easier. And so anyway, it's a pure plot device. I think it's pretty genius. But I think it's just if you look at it more of a connecting with the character type thing, it makes sense, right? I mean, Max is ultimately unsure of Warren's motives. We know she knows Warren's into him. Everybody knows Warren's into her. hurt rather. Like it's pretty well known, but whether Max is really into Warren or not is kind of beside the point because she still has this really like just she's unsure of his motives. Like, does he just want my pants? Does he want to be friends? Does he like legitimately have feelings for me? Does he care about me? That type of thing.
Oh,
And so I don't know. I think it was well done.
I've just made the worst comparison in my head to Warren.
Did you say Hitler?
No. Oh, Jess, get him out of the gutter. Okay, so this is going to be kind of obscure, but not really, okay? To anyone who is familiar with the CW series The Flash, and it's pretty obvious that Barry Allen, who's The Flash, has a crush on this woman, Iris West, right? And it's pretty much confirmed that everyone knows about it, but for some reason, Iris is oblivious, and she finds out, and she basically just wants to move on with her life. And it just feels like, Iris is thinking like Max, does he want to be friends or does he want something more than that?
Mm-hmm.
But still, God, now I don't really like the Flash anymore. Ugh.
Oh my God.
Ruined it for myself. Okay then, so what else should we talk about Warren? Because we kind of talked about, well, like in the Sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending, he died. The Sacrifice Chloe, is at Chloe's funeral. Right. Don't know why. Don't think he knew Chloe.
Well, he knew that she was close with Max, I guess.
Right. Was there for Max.
She was there. I mean, they did meet.
Yes.
So.
Well.
He was there supporting Max, I guess you could say.
Right.
And okay, to anyone who watches the footage of episode 5, the ending, Warren looks like a penguin when he's walking.
Oh my God. A cute penguin?
No,
Penguins are adorable.
Just a penguin. Just a penguin.
Cute little chubby
Just
penguin.
A penguin.
A cute little baby penguin. To you.
So this is a little meta fact. According to Mikkel, the director of the game, he was based off of Xander from Buffy.
Oh.
I don't
Buffy
know.
the Vampire.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah. Okay, just imagine Warren, except tall and with black hair. And
cool.
Instead of being interested in Max, he's interested in Buffy. There you have it. So,
why are you putting me off Buffy, man?
Buffy's great. You should watch it. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
No.
That's just a little tidbit. Which, another, he references the Warriors in the Nightmare. Which
come out to play.
Oh.
Right. Which the Warriors is one of my favorite cult classic movies. So I liked that part.
I liked his registration plate. That's about it. His registration plate is the X-Files.
Well, here in America we say license plate.
Well, I'm not American. Well, but see this with his, with his license plate. I want to believe in Warren, but I don't.
Okay.
A very subtle pun there.
It's not subtle.
Well,
it's obvious.
It's more subtle than Warren, anyway.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
after the joke that you played on us today, and now this, I don't think I want to be your friend anymore.
Okay, I think we need to put some context in the joke that I pulled today. So,
I didn't even see it, and you sent it to me, and I was like, oh my god! I brought my friend Connor in here. I was like, oh my god, Connor, look what we just got! Like, oh my god! And then I read the whole thing. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, so what I did was I got bored, right?
You almost ended the podcast. Is what you did.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let me explain why I did this. Okay, I wanted
Because you were bored.
Yeah, I was
evil.
bored and I want to make you two laugh, all right, but not hate
That
me.
did not make
as
me
much.
laugh.
Well, okay, so what I did was I have a personal email, and what I did, I changed my first and last name to Ashley Birch, and pretended that I was replying to a email that we sent months ago, right? And basically, this is what I wrote. Hi, sorry it took me so long to respond to your message, but of course I'm interested in being a guest on your show. Come at me, scrub lord. I'm ripped. You're sincerely not Ash. And honestly, Joey had the best reaction because I was listening to him at the time, and he was like, "Oh my god, dude. I hate you, man."
We're playing Battlefront, and I get this email notification, and I look over to my side, and I see the pop-up being Ashley Birch, and I'm like, no, this is insane. What's happening? Oh my god! And like, so I start like losing it, and then I read it, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So this is what we're doing today.
You got to give me credit. It was good.
It was good, in the sense that it was a good gag, but I hate you.
Yeah. I agree.
It's a cost that I'm gonna have to pay every week, but it was worth
We're
it.
gonna get you back someday, I
Okay.
promise. Oh yeah, we will.
Mhm.
We'll find something.
You won't.
Okay, we need to get back to
Do you guys want to do the Everyday Heroes now?
yeah.
Or? All right.
I mean,
So we've gone over the relationships with Warren. You know, Brooke, Stella, Nathan,
Next.
Max. Obviously, we spent the whole time talking about him and Max, but
Melissa, kinda.
yeah,
I mean,
Brooke is kind of well, if you won't do this, then Brooke will, type thing. Which
Yeah. Ugh.
yeah.
good guy Warren there, but so Everyday Heroes. You want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure thing. To those who are unaware what Everyday Heroes is, it's a segment that we have towards the end of the show where we appreciate the fan community with the content that they create. Whether it be fan art, cosplay, music videos, anything that the community make, we will highlight it if we like it. So I guess I'm going to start off this week. So I chose a piece called He Will Regret It in the Morning by Hema Art on Tumblr. And they were actually part of the honorable mentions that we had in back in episode 10. But as soon as I seen that they had this piece, I was like, I'm saving this for the Warren episode, because unfortunately there's hardly any Warren fan art out there.
Oh, I saw a ton on DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Well,
Because,
that we can use.
yeah.
True.
And yeah, we don't spend all of our time just looking up Grainfield on DeviantArt. Okay, so why do I like this? Because I love the kind of animated look about it. If you kind of get my drift, it's based off episode 4 when Warren's somewhat drunk, kind of somewhat hating on Max. With the red party cup, like the black eye, just look.
Black eye.
Yeah.
You love that.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite part of the piece. The shading is really well done on it. It's what else to say about this? Don't like the speech bubble personally, but
It's
makes me
fitting.
cringe. What?
It's fitting.
It makes me
Yeah.
cringe.
It's adorable.
I don't think adorable is the right word, but that's I won't say your opinion is wrong.
The
It's
writing of the text is beautiful too, and it totally matches it.
Yeah, the
Okay.
font. Well, the handwriting is beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's fitting for drunk Warren, or pretending to be drunk Warren, or drugged Warren, or whatever. What have you. I like it because it's just, I like the style that it's in. It's kind of like a more like 2D kind of American animated show type, like you were saying, Jamie. It has an animated. Too many A words. Too many A words. Animated look to it. So I do like that as well.
Mm-hmm. All right then, Joey. Then
so this is also from another person that we mentioned in episode 10. This was actually, we featured some of his work, and he went on to make a Warren figure as well, which I absolutely love. These are like small little clay figures, and you can see on his Tumblr, you can see the whole gang. You know, he did all the kids pretty much, and they're all really, really well done. They're all awesome. I love the fact that he, just the detail in it, despite how small it is like, I'm amazed that you can do this type of thing with clay, and it's a really like cutesy style of figure sculpture, and but it's still like, you can tell he put a lot of effort into it, and it turned out really well. You got the black eye, you got the Schrodinger's cat t-shirt, which by the way is my favorite Warren t-shirt. I would like to believe he did that for me, so thank you.
You'd be so selfish, dude. Jeez. Yeah.
Well, he was there when we answered that question on the live stream.
Yeah.
So I think I got you, Giru. You my dog. So yeah,
I
wonder
love
how
the
many
black
people
eye
just
detail.
cringed at
Oh
that.
my god.
Still having different layers of different kinds of color or clay on top of each other and trying to blend it in so it's like a smooth material, like the sleeves is really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I mean, just the amount of patience that you have to have with something like this is just phenomenal.
And the hair.
Yeah.
The hair is just phenomenal. And I love the style of it. It looks kind of like one of those pop Funko thingamajiggies.
Yeah, Funko Pops, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just so cute.
All the more
I got a
reason
challenge.
we have Funko Pops. Oh, go on,
Yeah.
Joey.
Well, on that tangent, absolutely. Like, I will die a happy man when they make
Right?
strange Funko Pops.
I agree.
So, but I have a challenge for you, Giru Giggle Fairy. If you are listening to us, you should do some stop motion with your figures and recreate a short scene.
Oh,
Life is
yeah.
Strange.
That'd be really cool.
I recommend
And
the scene from episode 1 when Nathan headbutts Warren.
Oh my god.
whatever scene.
Do
the
the
challenge
scene.
is yours to accept.
Yeah.
Do the scene where Warren is hitting on Max.
No.
But I will say, if you can make a scene, I'll find some way to hook you up with something Life is Strange related.
Yeah,
So
that would be awesome.
the challenge is on the table. Let's see what you do with it.
All right then.
Jess. Jamie, stop, Jess.
You think Jamie would have picked something that looked like happy for Warren? Come on.
Point.
Warren? Okay. All right. So this week I chose a piece called Friendship by Kira Scarlett on DeviantArt. I think that's how you say it. I'm so sorry. Again, we have a habit of mispronouncing names on here. And yeah, so I picked this piece obviously because, Warren, he looks so just genuinely happy, and yeah, probably thinking about Max right now. But yeah, I love the position of his hands. I think it really matches his personality and like what he's thinking. Like I can just like picture him saying like "Let's go ape," like I also really love the shading. It's beautiful. It's very well done, and it definitely resembles Warren in every way. So, and yeah, that's pretty much why I chose it.
Yeah, it looks kind of cell shaded. Like it looks almost like cell shading, which is cool.
Mm. And I love the little like emoji thingies that like comic books are like.
It's like he's doing a pose from like an anime or something.
Yeah. It's so cute.
I wouldn't say that. I love the detail on the shirt though.
Yeah.
With the amount of the different shades and the contrast of colors. From the it's navy blue, right? His shirt with the kind of yellow gold.
I think it's green. Sleeves. It looks like blackish green to me. I don't know.
What are you guys talking about?
The shirt.
Navy blue and green, like.
What color do you see? Is this like the dress thing now?
Oh no!
I guess so. It's like kind of grayish, right?
I see like a brown.
And then that stripe is like
a brown, like green.
Okay, now I'm seeing it. It's kind of like trying to be Steve from Blue's Clues.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Except Steve is cool.
It's brown with green stripes, and then the arms are like yellow.
Yeah.
And then that one blue stripe across the top.
Guys, what color is this shirt? Tell us what you think.
Yeah. Hashtag
I'm gonna
Warren
go
shirt
email
2K16.
person. Be like, what color did you draw Warren's shirt at? I'll get her to tell us.
In the meantime, tell us what you think.
Hashtag shirt 2K16.
The color, yeah.
It's definitely like brown and green.
I see the.
It's brown and green!
Okay, the way that I see the navy blue, I was only really paying attention to where the light blue stripe is, and above it.
Okay.
Kind of looks navy blue to me, but towards the light, it kind of does look grey and greenish.
Yeah, I see, like. I maybe see brown, but I definitely don't see green.
Alright.
Alright, yes. I mean, I love this piece. I just straight up do.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it is a really, really good.
Okay. And before, we end this, I will say this. Warren is okay in my opinion. I just want to make a lot of jokes about him just to kind of spice up the podcast a bit.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. He's alright, just not Chloe. So.
Yeah, okay.
Right, yeah.
So there you have it. The official opinion of the Blackwell podcast on Warren.
He's alright.
He's alright.
Well, Jamie's opinion.
I am.
Well, I should say it. When I say that, I mean the three of us. You have all of our official opinions on Warren.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we have to say about all these images, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Hema Art, Jerry Giggle Fairy, and Chira Scarlet for letting us use your images on the podcast. If you want to send images in the future, send it to our email, blackwellpodcast@hotmail.com. Tweet it to us at blackwellpdcast. Send it to us on Tumblr, which is blackwellpodcast.tumblr.com. Send the message to us on DeviantArt, Blackwell Podcast. And yeah, if you've got fan art, keep your inbox, keep an eye on your inbox, because we might message you saying, hey, can we use this?
Like always.
Yeah.
Trying to do a better job of actually responding to people on Twitter and YouTube and all that. Where we've done a pretty terrible job of actually responding to people talking to us so far.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do better.
But we do read every comment. It's just we don't have that much time on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
I am speaking for Joey and Jess. Me, I sleep a lot. All right. Anyways, before we end the show, we should probably make this announcement. Hey.
Right.
Right, and it's big.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So pretty much we have every episode up until episode 20 planned.
Right.
Which is the next 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so we announced this yesterday, but episode 15 is going to be with none other than the writer of the game, Christian Devine.
Right.
And
which is awesome, right? That's freaking sick.
Dude, he seems like such a cool guy. I mean, his Twitter, he's just constantly, tweeting reviews of the game. What people think about it. He's pretty active in the community, and he's just an awesome writer. I mean, you love the game. He's responsible for a lot of the script writing, so yeah.
And apparently he listens to our show,
which is crazy.
Which is not why we're saying that he's awesome.
Of course not.
No.
I mean,
so don't think that, but
yeah, don't worry, Christians. Just send the money to our to our PayPal. No problem. Yeah. So that's next week. The week after is going to be the very first of our community guests. And that's going to be with a cosplayer known as Taylor Chan on Instagram, who has done quite a bunch of Life is Strange cosplayers. I mean, all right, I'm just going to go from memory here. She's done Max, Chloe, Kate, Victoria, and Rachel.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is an absurd amount of Life is Strange, but
awesome.
It's a lot. And Jess, you may actually connect with her because she likes Warren too, and Nathan.
Oh, yes.
It's the only time we're ever going to get someone that likes Warren on this show, Jess, so...
Well, Hannah did.
From now on, that's community-wise, okay? Shush.
We used her Rachel cosplay for those of you who are not familiar with her. We used her Rachel cosplay.
Amazing Rachel cosplay. I love it so much.
Right.
Love it.
After that,
we
have something up our sleeves.
But
it's not set in stone yet.
It's a wild card.
It is set in stone.
And no, it's not a interview with Ash.
No, it's not. Okay, we said this in our Q&A. We're trying. We're trying. All these people that you want us to interview, we want to interview too. Believe us, we're trying. And not that I'm scolding you for asking us on every single episode, but just know that we are trying.
Yeah,
it takes patience.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a wild card. If that doesn't work out, we will let you know in the next episode.
Right.
Because we should know by then.
Right.
And episode 18, which is it's going to be released a day later, right?
Right.
Than what we normally do, but it's going to be with another community guest, who is Amethyst Leon, who is the Chloe cosplayer that we featured in episode 10.
Right. She pretty much just is Chloe.
Is Chloe, yes. Is Chloe confirmed.
Chloe in human voice. Form.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Excited is just crazy. I'm hyped for all these community guests, man.
Right.
But wait, there's more.
There is more. After that, we will be interviewing Scott Blows, who many of you know as the former community manager for the Life is Strange page, who did an excellent job of keeping the community engaged, keeping us all in the loop with stuff. Awesome dude. So excited about that, and he's going to, tell us a little bit about his experience as community manager for Life is Strange.
Yes, and as well the extra live stream, which we kind of touched with Alejandro. It'll be really cool to see, since Scott and Toby, who was the current community manager, they kind of planned it, right? So it'll be cool to see what, from that standpoint, things. And we're not disrespecting.
We're not done.
No, we're not disrespecting Toby though. But he's, as the current community manager, he's awesome.
Yeah.
But we aren't done. We have one final community guest to mention before we end this episode.
Right. Many of you will know him because he was featured on Fan Art Friday yesterday. Kotha. We're going to be interviewing Kotha.
Yeah, we've actually had a few requests for him.
Right.
And honestly, I love his work. I mean, my favorite track that he's done is, I think it's called Price, hopefully.
That was the one that was featured yesterday. Yep.
I love it.
He's really talented, and not only that, the like style that he plays in and sings in and all that is like, I don't know, you could easily picture it being in the game.
Even the video footage. I just want him to teach me his ways.
So, because we have so many guests and we're announcing them now and we're doing all this stuff, where you can find all this information, I'm going to have a page on our site that will have like a calendar layout so you can see who we're going to be interviewing. And if you have questions for any of them, send them our way. Just write in your subject line who it's for. Who it's for.
Right, yeah.
And I guess because of how busy all of a sudden we're getting now, we're going to just keep that format up, and we'll just kind of announce it as we get the interviews and let you know the date, and then we'll have it on that calendar.
One thing that we really should mention, though, is the deadline for the questions for each guest. So, I was thinking it's probably best for all of the questions to be in by the Friday before the interview.
Right.
So we have enough time to send the questions, get it prepared, and get ready for the interview the next day, or in Amberfist case, Sunday.
Right.
So please send them in. So basically, if you want to, like for example, Christian, if you want a question for him, send it by this Friday. Because there were some cases when we were interviewing Alejandro, we were getting questions like after the interview itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were good questions as well, but
the interview was done. So what can we do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, and a lot of, especially with the people who work on the game in some degree, they have to screen the questions before, and we always give that option anyway. So that's another reason why we have a deadline before the interview.
Yeah.
But I will have the due date for questions for each guest on there as well. So, and we'll tweet about this. And as we get closer to each interview, we'll put it out more. Like we'll do hype generation on Tumblr and Twitter and all that. So we'll keep you up to date.
Yeah.
And I'm just a word of warning right now for the community guests. It is pretty much confirmed we will not be having an Everyday Hero segment of that week that we have a community guest.
Okay.
Because, pretty much that episode is pretty much highlighting that guest's content.
Right.
So it would be a bit absurd, if you say, oh, we love your stuff, but would you like to talk about this stuff as well? So
Yeah.
It's mainly just keep that episode just concentrated on that person, if that makes any sense.
Right.
But we will feature the Everyday Hero segment in pretty much every other episode, even with Christian and Scott.
Right.
So yeah, just putting it out there now.
Right.
So we did a great job of stretching this episode out without actually talking about Warren.
I'm happy that we were able to make it longer than what it was without Warren, so.
My God.
So yeah, it's gonna be a busy month at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching, everybody. We really appreciate the support.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We love you, we love you, we love you.
Yeah.
Good night.
If you want to add anything to discussion that we've had during this episode, just make sure to comment it down below, and we will.
And please let us know what color Warren's shirt is. I'm so confused.
I was confused. I'm dead. So yeah.
We almost made an entire episode. Almost made it through one.
Mm-hmm.
Tried, all right.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I did. I tried my best not to say a dad joke, but I failed. All right.
If you like what we do and you're new to us, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
I think that's what YouTubers say. If you're listening to our audio version, like us on SoundCloud and follow us on SoundCloud.
Yes.
Again, we have an RSS feed now, so you can get that. Waiting on Jess to design us some artwork so we can get it submitted to iTunes. Jess.
Right. Keep reminding me, please.
and soon we'll be up on iTunes as well. Thanks everybody. Thank you for coming out.
We'll see you next week with Christian.
Right.
Right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.